everybody, this is Judy with Judy Creative, and I got some requests on how I make my rusty lace. So I'm going to show you today how I do that. I have a bowl. I have some lace that I got at Hobby Lobby for $2 a yard. I have some distilled white vinegar, and I have some hardware that I rusted out a couple of days ago that I stole from my husband's garage. A couple of washers and screws and bolts and things. You see, it gets very dirty. And so let's print some lace. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dunk my lace in some white vinegar. And it doesn't matter if it gets dirty. This is just some wax paper that I have, and I'm just gonna dunk it in there. Make sure you soak it really well. Make sure you drench it really good. This is really simple. I will show you in another video how I rust out my hardware. Just make sure you drench it, and if you can't stand the smell, just put a mask on. Just drench it really good and then squeeze it out. Just like that. Put this to the side. This is just some wax paper, right? So I just lay it out. And then I'm going to just roll the hardware in it the way I want it in there. So I have a ton of hardware that I rusted out, like a ton of hardware, but I really like these rusty washers. Like, those are some of my favorites to rust with, to work with. So, and I just roll them up, and I don't know, maybe I'll put one of these, like, that's a little big. Let's see, what else do I have? I have one of these. I think those are cool, right? So you just roll it up and you just keep on going. You just put some stuff on there that you like. And maybe another washer there, and you just roll it up and you keep on going until you have the whole space filled with things that you like. Oh, this is a cool one. That is a really cool one. Let's see what else I have. Oh, one of those. Maybe two of those. See, so you just keep on folding however you want them. You just keep on rolling them in as tight as you can. Let's see. I just wanted a little. Oh, that one is cool. Another one of those. So you keep on rolling as tight as you can. You can already see it's starting to rust out. Maybe a couple of those. Like, those are really cool. A couple of bigger ones. Just keep on going. Keep on rolling. And you can do this with any kind of fabric, with any kind of lace. I prefer lace or cotton or whatever else. Ooh, I got a bunch of those little ones. Those are adorable. Let's see what I have here. A bunch of those little ones. Oh, a ton of those. That's gonna make a super cute pattern, I think. See how many of those I have. And you just keep laying it out however you want it in the lace. And your hands are gonna get dirty. Don't worry about it. You'll wash it off. It's just vinegar. Let's see if I have some more of those little rusty ones. Yes, I do. I got a ton of those. Look at that. I got a ton of those little ones. How cute are those? Make like some fun patterns with those. And maybe lay out some bigger ones next to that, and maybe one with another one in it. You just tightly roll it in there, as tight as you can. You can put a hook, like a really big one, like just a part of it. It's gonna stick out a little bit, but that is okay. It doesn't matter. Even put a big one like that in there. And then let's end with a couple of big ones like that. And you just roll it up as tightly and you roll it down. So now your whole packet is together. And what I do is just I put a little bit more extra vinegar on it so it really gets drenched really well. And then what you do is you let it sit and you let it completely 100% dry. And this is a room where I always have the fan on. So I let it dry overnight. I let it completely be. If you want to, you can take some rope to make it extra tight, or take some rubber band and wrap it around that. So I might do that. I'm gonna find me some rope and tighten it around it. And then I'm gonna let it dry overnight. So let me show you how I do that. Okay, so I didn't find any rope, but I found some tape. And as you can see, I taped it up really good. And I have a tight little packet. And now we're gonna let it completely dry. So I'm gonna leave it here and I'll come back tomorrow morning and then we'll open it up and see what happened. So this completely dried. So I'm gonna open this back up and see what it looks like. And take the wire off. Save that for another project. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh. Look at that. Ah. So cool. You guys, look at that. That's amazing. So as you can see, it really dried up really well. And the lace now has all these beautiful imprints of all this rust that you can use however you want in your artwork or in your journals or on a canvas or however you want to. And if you are going to use it in a way that it's getting wet. Look at that one. That right there. That's a beautiful imprint right there. You can heat set it just by ironing it. Look even, oh, you guys, look, this is the inside. So this is where everything was wrapped. But look at the other side. Oh my gosh. That is so pretty. Look at that. Look at that. Nice and rusty and crusty. So if you ever use it where it's going to get wet, you're going to have to heat set that with an iron. But if it's not going to get wet and you use it in a journal, you can just cut it up and use it however you want it. Isn't that so cool? What do you think? What do you think? Let me know in the comments.